anyone who wasn't born yesterday knows that it is hopeless for the rest of the world. This video is about proof positive. It is proof positive that I am the Messiah and I can only save those who obey God through me. And exactly why it is more than fair, and all the people who are Christians playing stupid, all the people who aren't Christians who say that Jesus is slack in his work or something, are going to be put to shame definitively. So first of all, what is the situation? Craftsmen and nerds, their children, brute beasts, betas, beast Scrabble, okay, are going against the last warrior and God's representative. After 300,000 plus years of life as a sort of hunter slash warrior slash martial artist test, a test based on moral precision and loyalty to the source of morality. Okay, after all these years of hunting and people studying science and the primitive sciences, if you will, they've decided to be pure evil scum and to turn their back on morality so they can have a selfish kind of self-indulgent sort of narcissistic life. Everyone else on the planet, with my parents being blameless. And as a result, I want nothing to do with the world except to punish them forever in the afterlife. Many of them obviously know that all other people but my parents are the root and offspring of betraying me. They are the root and offspring of betraying me, and I am the root and offspring of the idea that David is superimposed on, and the sun, not Venus. In their occult system, Venus is the bright morning star, but the sun is actually a bright morning star. See Psalm 19. Anyway, they all betrayed me for rape called scum and to have families of trickery-based rape at times. Confusion, misdirection, subtle coercion, based rape. Their essence is childish, pedo-like rape. That's who they are in their core. As they prioritize erotic desire derived from trickery-based rape, organized trickery-based rape, their false pride, etc. Their very essence, after generational repetition, has become childish, pedo-like rape energy instead of a soul forged from generational righteousness. So let's first look at 1 Samuel 17:46. This scripture puts all the critics to rest definitively. Is it valid to prove my point through martial arts? Absolutely. This is about David and Goliath. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, will deliver you, okay, in the bigger picture, spiritually first and foremost. And I'll strike you down and cut off your head. This very day I will give the carcasses of the Philistine army to the birds and wild animals, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. What's left of my enemies will be given to the world, okay, their flesh and their souls will be mine to torture forever for the extreme injustice that they have done to me and to the righteous and their complicity with generational evil. Proverbs 16:12. Kings detest wrongdoing, for a throne is established through righteousness. I put this before 16:10 for a reason. You know the king by his righteousness, his in the NLT version, justice, right? He wages war and justice. Revelations 19, the King of Kings. Okay, faithful and true. Proverbs 16:10. God's verdict is on the lips of a king. His mouth should not give an unfair judgment. So we know the king by his fair judgment, his throne being established through righteousness, not social norms, not Saudi Arabia, not England, not the West, not the people who continue the Roman cultures that killed Jesus symbolically and otherwise. Matthew 5:10. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. We know the true king is going to be persecuted for the same righteousness that gives him his throne. The world will not acknowledge him. Certainly not in a due time. Okay? Not in time. Okay? So I'm established through righteousness, through focused righteous intensity, focused moral intensity, through martial arts. Okay? I proved that about the David and Goliath. Okay? Remember, I'm the root and the offspring of David. Okay, my argument is based on justice and based on David's argument when before he struck down Goliath. In my top martial arts challenge, I said that I'm the top martial artist in California. Okay, and then ultimately it was extended eventually to the world. And I said, if you don't believe me, we can have a point sparring match. People tried, they lost. 7 years later, my challenge is still there. And after I'm gone, technology, drugs, cheating, sabotage, ill-gotten gains, generational rebellion, all the evil cultures that will be left, disqualifies everyone else. Okay, that's it. So no one did anything comparable to me. Even if he was dumb enough to think Bruce Lee could beat me, which is insane, he did not have the highest cause. He was agnostic. He was Hollywood. He was accepted in the world. There's no comparison. Psalm 106:2. Who can proclaim the mighty acts of the Lord, or fully declare his praise? The mighty acts. The Lord is called the mighty warrior. Zephaniah, Jeremiah, Exodus 15:3. Okay? Who can proclaim the mighty acts? Somebody allowed in this world because of their gender-neutral energy? No. No, no, no. Satan is the god of this world, not somebody of this world. Only I can, and I've proven why. Now we get to Isaiah 5:3. Isaiah is the one who predicted Jesus would come, as the story goes. Now you dwellers in Jerusalem and people of Judah, judge between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done for my vineyard than I have done for it? When I looked for good grapes, why did it yield bad? Okay, we'll get to this in a second. Again, Jesus, 22:16, I, Jesus, have sent my angel to give you this testimony for the churches. I am the root and offspring of David and the bright morning star. So judge between the root and offspring of David, as I just described, and the offspring of the world, and the root and offspring of the betraying the last valid top martial artist and son of God. So let's put it in this context, shall we? Isaiah 5, the song of the vineyard. I will sing for the one I have a song about, his vineyard. My loved one had a vineyard on a fertile hillside. He dug it up and cleared it of stones and planted it with the choicest vines. He built a watchtower in it and cut off a wine press as well. You know what? Let's just get into this in the next. We'll make a part 2.